The Angelito Talk Show, EP.2.
Lonzo Ball and Stephen A. Smith. Two guys going at each other on social media throughout this last week. Let me quickly show you the highlights of their social media beef.
I don't think he'll ever be the same.
Stephen A., who are your sources, bro? I'm coming back, man. Come on.
Lonzo Ball, is that your definition of really being healthy? Then why are you scheduled not to play before January?
Lonzo Ball, the point guard of the Chicago Bulls, the man who was supposed to take the Chicago Bulls to a new level, has been dealing with 3 knee surgeries, has been trying to find the solution as to why his left knee is not working properly. As a basketball fan, I'm sure many Chicago Bulls out there share the same sentiment with me. It's just a shame that Lonzo Ball had to go through this. Because right before the injury happened, on January 14th, 2022, Lonzo Ball was averaging 15 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds. Wait. Now, many of you may be saying, 15 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, that's nothing. You know, that's pedestrian numbers. May I mention that the Chicago Bulls were 27-13 before Lonzo Ball got hurt. They were the number 1 seed in the NBA, in the East. Lonzo Ball gets hurt. The Bulls go to a 40-42 record. Now, that doesn't speak to the impact Lonzo Ball had. Let me just throw out the stat for you. During that run, 27-13 run that the Chicago Bulls had, Lonzo Ball was shooting a career-high 42% from the three-point line. Now imagine if that would have lasted the whole year. I'd make the argument that he would have been the most improved player that season in 2022. I would have made the other argument the Chicago Bulls would have made it to at least the Eastern Conference Finals. Hell, maybe even the NBA Finals. Because Lonzo Ball was the engine of that team. He was the engine that made the Chicago Bulls run with his defense, with his shooting. 42% from the three-point line is no joke in the NBA. His field goal percentage, 42% is okay. Relatively pedestrian for a guard, but 42% from the three-point line. In a league where Stephen Curry literally made it a three-point shooting league where everybody from the center to the small forward to the shooting guard to the point guard, all 5 positions, hell, even the freaking head coach needs to shoot threes. The three-point shot is the most important element in the offense because the three-point shot is the ultimate difference maker in the game. Lonzo Ball was shooting 42% from the 3, and they lost that 42% from the 3. They lost his defense. They lost his basketball IQ, which was what made him a well-touted prospect coming out of UCLA all those years ago. Now we're looking at a situation where Lonzo Ball may never be the same, according to Stephen A. Smith, according to many sources. And I'm here to say first, I too agree with Stephen A. Smith on that matter. Yes, Lonzo Ball, I know you're doing well. You will be back. I have full confidence that you will be back on that basketball court. The real question is, will Lonzo Ball, will you be shooting 42% from the three-point line? Will you be able to defend the best player on the court for 48 minutes straight with a knee that's had 3 surgeries already? Will he have the same lift on that knee ever again? Lonzo Ball, I wish you nothing but the best. Speedy recovery to Lonzo Ball.
What was your reaction to Shohei with the...
Yeah, I was devastated. It's tough for him, for the fans, for just in baseball. It was a tough day.
Shohei Ohtani, the 29-year-old Japanese superstar, the dual threat, the pitcher and the designated hitter for the Los Angeles Angels, declared last week that he has a UCL tear in his right arm and will not be able to pitch for the rest of the season for the Los Angeles Angels. Before the UCL tear, he was a 10-5 pitcher with a 3.01 ERA, which basically translates to he was killing the league as a pitcher. Good news is the Los Angeles Angels GM declared that he would be able to still hit as a designated hitter, which is completely fine with baseball fans everywhere because as a hitter, my God, let me read you these stats as a hitter for Shohei Ohtani real quick. 44 home runs, 95 RBIs, and a 307 batting average. The Los Angeles Angels will take that any day of the week. That production this season from Shohei Ohtani has been nothing but spectacular. Despite the stats, the 10-5 record, the 3.01 ERA, the 40-plus home run season, the 90-plus RBI season from Shohei Ohtani. The Los Angeles Angels sit 61-67 at the moment of recording the show. 4th place in the AL West. Obviously, there's been a lot of rumors regarding Shohei Ohtani, which is why this became a huge topic in the first place. Free agency. It's been rumored for months. Shohei Ohtani would love to leave the Los Angeles Angels and would possibly go to a big market team. I'm wearing the colors of a team that he may want to go to. The New York Mets, the Yankees, maybe the Dodgers. Maybe the San Diego Padres could become a team in contention for Shohei Ohtani. But the thing about his move is, now that he's potentially going to have Tommy John surgery, may need it, may not need it, may need it. How will this impact his free agency? I've seen a multitude of MLB pitchers have that surgery and come back and have done pretty well. Nathan Eovaldi, for example, who carried the Boston Red Sox to the 2018 World Series. But a pitcher who didn't really do so well, Matt Harvey. I know that name pretty stings for a lot of Mets fans because he was having a good year, and then in that one game of the World Series, we lost the game. And then after that postseason run, Matt Harvey was never the same. He's 29 years old, relatively young for an MLB pitcher. Most pitchers last until like they're 35, 36 years old. We've seen it live in games. He throws 100+ miles per hour. But if he wants to go to a big market, he's got to take care of his body. Shohei Ohtani is rumored by many reports to receive a multi-year deal. We're looking in the landscape of maybe 10-year deal. Perhaps even more. The rumored amount is $500 million. Here is the thing about that $500 million deal. The thing I'm worried about is his arm again. I would say that his value has gone down as a result of his UCL tear. Because there's one thing about pitchers. They need that arm to pitch, to throw sliders, to throw curveballs, to throw knuckleballs, whatever. If I was an owner, if I was a GM of a team like the Mets or the Yankees, I would do the following. I would wait until Shohei Ohtani is 100% healthy. To Shohei Ohtani, I wish you a speedy recovery. I hope you're able to pitch again at an elite level. Noah Lyles completed a triple at Worlds with wins in the 100-meter, 200-meter, and the 4x100-meter races at the World Championships in Budapest, Hungary. During his press conferences, he said something about a World Championship. Let me drop the video about what he said.
Hurts me the most is that I have to watch the NBA Finals and they have world champion on their head. World champion of what?
Many individuals in the sports media world have called Noah Lyles an idiot, ignorant, delusional. Well, I'm here today to say that Noah Lyles ain't lying. He ain't lying. He basically said that the leagues like the NBA, the NFL, who once they won the Super Bowl and the NBA Finals respectively, they call themselves world champions. The Denver Nuggets and the Kansas City Chiefs are world champions according to United States sports media. According to Noah Lyles, they're not world champions. I agree 100% with Noah Lyles in this situation. The Denver Nuggets and the Kansas City Chiefs are not world champions. They are national champions. They are national champions in their respective sports. They are not world champions. Let's take it, for example, in soccer. Because I am a soccer fan. Fútbol, para la gente que me habla español. When Manchester City wins the Premier League, they're not declared soccer's world champion. When Argentina wins the World Cup, that's when you say Argentina is the world champion. Same thing in the Olympics. Noah Lyles, he's a world champion. He represented the United States in the competition. He won gold. He's a world champion. If the NBA is the best league in the world, then the United States of America need to win the FIBA World Cup. If the United States win the FIBA World Cup, they are world champions.